It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' leader at quarterback.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 23 carries, 134 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Nixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
He's got
a big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Gibson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Gets around him. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff. Window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. He's got the first down and more.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on first down.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important.
And a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
The extra point up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Right back to him on first down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They'll run on first down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're
after review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down, Nixon, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over again. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there in the 2nd run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the back now here on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Nixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on him.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Gibson again.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. 43 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. He's back to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On second down now, Nixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A handoff for Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. He'll look to throw.
Gets this to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.